Welcome today, where we are going to be taking a closer look at one of the flutes from my collection. Today we are going to be revisiting a spirit bird flute. These are made by Gary Kuhl in what I believe his little town area. He's basically in Eugene, Oregon, but I think his little specific town area there, kind of on the outskirts of Eugene, is called Crow. This particular flute is in the key of G, 4th octave on a piano. As most of his flutes, he likes to use woods that are as native as possible that he can to Oregon. This example has gorgeous figured maple. It's just beautiful. The eagle, one of his spirit birds, eagle, and the nipple-ish style mouthpiece are made from African blackwood, if I understand that correctly. It has a raised nest, very, very short chimney wings, and the true sound hole, the edge of the true sound hole, the way this design is brought up a little bit into the airway or the windway that the flue creates. The flue is in the bottom of the block, so he likes to kind of try to raise up that edge a little bit to try and get it in the middle of that windway to his best ability. Finger holes are not quite even in diameter, not evenly spaced. It's just one of his pattern that he uses. He uses a two-piece routed design. The seams are on the side of the flute, as are the majority of flute makers that use this style of flute making. The mouthpiece is tenoned in to the front of the flute, or the true slow air chamber, excuse me. This is kind of his iconic design. The silhouette of this flute I noticed probably first when looking at Clint Goss's information. A couple of different areas where he has used this flute silhouette. That's probably where I first knew about that. The second place where I knew about the spirit bird flute was, I believe, through watching YouTube video of Mary Youngblood playing one. And I eventually ordered kind of a duplicate of what she was playing on that video from Gary as my first spirit bird flute. This one I got used from a friend. They were going through their flutes and kind of paring down to only the flutes that they played the very, very most. So this was one that didn't make the cut for them, but this is what it sounds like dry. I think you'll understand why I wanted it. articulate, very clear sound. I can't detect any buzzing, hissing artifacts in the sound. Very pure, fluty sound. So Gary has made flutes for years. I met him first through his wife, who I went to visit because when I was new to flutes in 2008, 2009, 2008 is when I got my first flute. So it was 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. Maybe even into 2010, I don't remember the exact date. But I met with her at her place because I was trying to figure out how to learn more on a flute. And I kept hearing about flute circles. And when I did a Google search for Flute Circle, Oregon, her name kept coming up. She had quit hosting flute circles years before that. And so she agreed to meet with me to go over kind of what a flute circle was, what they might or might not do, just depending. And I walked into their home and I was utterly shocked because my flute collection looks like I'm just starting when it comes to her flute collection, which covers every surface of their home almost. It's amazing. And Gary made quite a few flutes for her. That's how he got started. I believe he was a woodworker to begin with, and he thought, I can do that. And he can. Anyway, that's how I met him, and I've seen him at a few functions since then. I've ordered a couple flutes specifically through him. I've also found some of his flutes used in other methods. Let's add a little reverb and delay now to the mix. Wonderful, wonderful flute. Couldn't have been happier to find this one used. and to be its new caretaker. I hope that you have enjoyed taking a closer look at one of the flutes from my collection, in this case a Spirit Bird flute made by Kuhl. He is kind of at the tail end, I think, of his flute making career. He's getting a bit older. It's hard for him to get into the shop anymore at all. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. There's a bell down by that subscription button that you could click on to be notified when I post a new video. It could be taking a closer look at something from my collection. It could be taking a first look at a musical item that comes to me. It could be a tutorial on how to play the Native American style flute, one of the easiest melodical instruments in the world to start to learn how to play in its basic 5-note minor pentatonic scale. If you want to go beyond that, and there is a lot to investigate beyond that minor pentatonic scale, it could take a lifetime to master. I'm still working on it. Could be a music video where the Native American style flute gets the spotlight shown on it. It could be solo by itself, or in most cases for me, it will be with other instruments as well. Again, I thank you for watching. I hope that you have a fantastic day. Take care.